Let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table. We break it all down. Say. Why? We gonna break bread right now. Yep. You heard what I said. We gonna put it on their head right now. Right now. Cause y'all can see when y'all come in the door. You know, the topic is for show. Like, why you scared? That's the topic. Why are you scared? You know what I'm saying? Why are you scared to do the things you said you was gonna do? Why are you scared to be yourself? You know what I'm saying? Why are you scared? Can we talk for a minute so I can figure it out? What got you, little baby, scared to be yourself? Be prepared, cause you can't be nobody else. You can't be nobody else. You know, it's simple. Can't be nobody else. Let me see if I can share this live out to a few more folks before I get too in depth and get too ahead of myself. Cause I know people gonna be like, why you didn't share the live? Why you didn't tell me you were alive? Alright, folks, I'm live. I'm live. And what's one time in your life that you was scared to be yourself, but you stepped out and was being yourself and you was like, man, you know what? I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I did that. You know what I'm saying? She don't play. What's up with it? The question is, what's one time in your life that you was scared to be yourself? And let's talk about it in depth so I can help you come on up out. Come on up out. Come on up out your shell. What's up with it, Queen? How you feeling? How you feeling? Appreciate everybody tapping in. Shout out to the kings and the queens tapping in. Make sure y'all tap that screen. Share the live as we will save lives with the vibes that we provide as we come together and coincide. You feel me? Coincide. Recognize this what we was meant to do. Raise the vibrations when we come in the room so that other people feel like, you know what? I'm better for being in this room. I'm better for being around such and such. With that being said, I appreciate you for being yourself. I start off with myself. I could tell y'all many times, right? But I start off with one such story where I was scared to be myself in front of a crowd. Let's see what Mandy talking about. I used to have real bad stage fright, but nowadays you see I'm out here. How you doing, Miss Mandy?
Good, how are you?
I can't complain. I can't complain. You got a story.
Of course, I got a story.
Okay, so what's one time you was scared to be yourself?
Scared to be myself. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I was scared to be myself when pretty much all the way up until now.
Oh
Until I
yeah.
met, yeah, I actually met this guy. Um, his name's
That's cool.
Tony.
Shout out to
And
Tony.
yeah, his name's Tony. He's
That's
really
Peach.
like he's so intelligent, so like, oh my God, like it's just like his vibe, me and his vibe together. Like my eyes like they're so lit up right now. It's not even funny. Like it's such a good vibe. It's such good times, and like we can sit there
That's
and talk
beautiful.
and communicate for hours.
Oh, that's beautiful. Sound like you
So
found your better half for real.
yeah.
I can concur on that level too as well. Like, as a youngster, I ain't really like look in the mirror. Um, I really wasn't into that type of stuff. But I wound up finding out it was because of the connotation that was given to my, my looks when I was younger. My mother never said, you're handsome or you look good for the most part. I always noticed her saying, you look just like your dad. And it wasn't, in a positive connotation, you feel me? So
Mhm.
I used to be like, darn, she don't want to see me. I must be ugly. Um, so when I got a girlfriend that I actually took serious as I was getting older, like this probably like my high school sweetheart. And she really brought me out my shell to the point I felt like, you know what, darn, I see. myself for one. So I get what you're saying, how some people can be like an antithesis or a catalyst that brings us up out our shells to see who we really are or who we've been the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad you was able to have a friend or find, a significant lover that was able to make you see that stuff about yourself. What it say?
And
How
like
has he helped
it was
you be?
amazing because like I sat there and I was like I was positive. Like I was always on the more side of positivity than
Mm-hmm.
negativity. So, like with the positivity, like I just needed just that little bit of push just to like get all that negative energy back from back into the ground where it needs to go and cycle through positive and negative to make a balance.
No, I totally understand that. Totally. I'm glad you popped up and brought your 2 cents to the table because I sure was like, I don't know if people gonna get this topic.
Mhm. But
Cause a
like
lot of hmm,
it's like crazy because if you think about it, you have your whole life. You have there's so many words that in the dictionary mean negative meanings.
right,
And
right.
there's so that mean positive. But
Facts. Where'd she go? Hmm. Why is my darn thing doing this? I don't know. I think she was finna get into the negative and the positives of words, and it's all about what you choose to grab hold to. So yeah, I definitely feel her on that one. Definitely feel her on that one. I wonder what happened though. What's up with it, Jay? Appreciate you being up in here, Jay. I don't know what happened. Let's see if I can get you back up here. Dang, I got a little bit of everything going on. I got people sending me invites on the game side. Let me see. Let me see real quick. Queen Riddle, she used to support me a lot. So I don't really want to ignore her because she will be upset with me. Let's see. Is Mandy still up there? Let's see. Got you.
hello.
Yep.
So what I was saying about the negative and positive basically words in the dictionary,
Mhm.
every word is going to have a balance. So,
It
but
do.
it is about how you take it, but like how people have put it out there with the vibes and the vibrations
Peace she don't play. What's up?
is like the vibrations they immediately you can
Hey.
feel those vibrations if you're
Mhm.
like awoke or in tune with yourself or in
Right.
tune. But you can feel those vibrations, and when those vibrations, it's kind of like your intuition, they would say. But like
Mhm.
when you feel those vibrations, you know that that was something to try to hurt you, or that was something to lift you up, or
Right. Right.
anything like that.
And the
But
more
like,
you go through our life, you'll get better at figuring that out.
mhm.
No,
And
that's true though.
mhm.
Let me ask. She don't play real quick. What was the time that you were scared to be yourself? What was the time in life that you was just like, I don't know if I want to be myself right now?
I don't think I've had that experience before. Not
That's
unless I
beautiful.
was maybe around a different crowd of people that I maybe have thought was better than me.
Uh huh. Okay.
So,
You can talk about that. Cause I was thinking as I was saying it, I was like,
but
maybe
that's
I'm
been
not
so
wording
long
it right.
ago.
Hmm.
I said, but that's been so long ago where I guess let people intimidate me based on them being different because I'm different myself.
Right. Right.
So I think now I just do less talking and a lot more listening and
Uh huh.
let people come up with their own assumptions of whatever they want to think of me as
Right. Right. Right.
and learn to be okay with it.
Have you heard that saying where people that need to be accepted do a lot of talking. Um, and people that are already
Yep.
powerful, they don't really gotta say too much.
When I learned that, that's when I started shutting up.
Right, right. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I think
I mean,
about it whenever I.
'cause then I stopped liking, right. But then I stopped liking people that did too much talking because I felt like they had a point to prove. And I know that people that have points to prove will lie, steal, kill, and cheat. And you're not gonna
Facts.
do none of that to me. So
I ain't even finna set myself out there like that, yo. And another thing
yep, I
is
don't want to listen.
another thing, like Mandy was alluding to, like the discernment and your spiritual ability to know what's what. Like I can listen to a lecture, whereas when I was younger, like you said, people get to talking too much. I feel like you trying to cover up something. You know what I'm saying? But now my discernment is so strong
Hmm.
that yeah, you could try to use the truth to try to finesse me, but I'm gonna always be paying attention. You know what I mean? Like I'm always even keel enough to where it's like, you know what? No matter what you say, I'm still paying attention enough and balanced enough to know where this is headed. I should say. Um,
Right.
Whether you talk long or you talk short, I can kind of read it.
You can see the BS.
Yeah, a mile away, unfortunately. But the good thing is, like y'all was talking about having differences, and you said something about being different and accepting the fact that you was different. Once I started learning to accept that, I learned to appreciate all the. Can y'all hear me?
Hmm.
All right, I learned to appreciate all the
Hmm.
differences from the people I was raised by. So I started realizing how diverse my family was, to the point I was able to get along with anybody because I've already been, around so many different personality types.
Right.
I don't know if enough people draw on that, the fact that, that's the importance of family, utilizing those different personalities so you can be able to pretty much get along with anybody or understand where certain people coming from.
Hmm.
Now the fun part is when last night when I was talking to Nene,
Nene?
and I started to realize, yeah, I was talking to Nene, and I started realizing, like, for me, I started realizing why I felt so alone in certain crowds when I was growing up, and it was because I wasn't being myself. Um, I really didn't come into myself until I was like I always showed little glimpses of myself, my talents and stuff like that. But I never really stepped into my true self, as I would like to say. Meaning, I don't care how nobody take it. I'm gonna be myself regardless. Type of mentality. I didn't step into that until like maybe 22, 23. Um,
I
I
Yeah,
would
just
say
but you can't be yourself unless you know who you are.
exactly.
I just now stepped into that. Like somebody broke my walls down, and it was just like one person that did that, and it was crazy. It's like I don't understand how somebody could literally you just meet them and they break all your walls down in one, and like you feel like you can actually be yourself, and you feel because I
Like
have
you
a
want
lot
to
of
show yourself to this
yeah,
person. Hmm.
yeah.
I definitely understand how people can be a catalyst for us coming out of our shell. What's up with it, CC? I just, for me, I had to learn, the hard way to not let that same catalyst be the reason why I go back in my shell. Cause I had, like I told you with my high school sweetheart, she kind of brought me out to a point I was just like, I'm gonna be myself, but I she don't play with saying like sis was saying, I had to really still learn more about myself to fully be comfortable in my 20s by my 20s to say I was actually being myself.
Mm-hmm.
So and like again, with you bringing up the fact that your relationship kind of brought you out of your shell, like I want to make sure people understand like we do have those powers to, open each other up. And for some of us, we done been mistreated by other people to the point it might take, some kind of love or, unconditional understanding from somebody else for that person to come out of their shell and come full circle. It's almost like they say the same thing that got you in this situation, it's gonna be the same thing to get you out. And as I just heard a good friend of mine say, some of the same things people used to do to get on your nerves when they pass away. What's up with it? Appreciate that, Jersey. When they pass away, it's gonna be some of those same things that you miss about them. Like if your little cousin always come in the room,
Right,
joke
right,
and get,
right.
yeah, you gonna be wishing that person come in that room again. So appreciate today.
Thank you, Jersey.
Yeah, appreciate that love, Jersey, coming in the room, showing love.
Oh, thank you, Jersey.
So I'm talking about you could have been doing anything in the world, but you tried to pull up and show love. We appreciate you for that. We appreciate you for that. And we
For
live
real.
in a society that don't congratulate you for doing the right thing, but they would definitely acknowledge you for mistreating folks.
Now I
Definitely.
feel
So
all special.
you got your roses. You know what I'm saying? Got your
Look, while
flowers
I'm
while you can
here.
smell them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not while you the fertilizer. Hey, I'm just saying, like, it's sad to an extent, bro, but at the same time, count it all joy because it leaves room for you to be the one to fill the void. See what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, as much as people might be mistreating other people and you feel like, darn, that's sad, but look, man, I mean, you got work to do. If a construction worker show up to a job site and ain't nothing been built, the foundation ain't laid, none of that, you think that construction worker gonna be mad? That's job security. And that's the same way we should feel
For sure.
in this world we living in, where it's a lot of hate, more than not. And but we also know hate to be what? Misplaced love. So it ain't that hard of work to do. You just gotta reverse the polarity like Mandy was talking about as far as vibrations and stuff. So man, I ain't gonna lie to you, I've been having a week. It's only Wednesday. And it feel like I
Yep.
done had a whole week already. What about you? She don't play. It's been an alright week for you.
I thought yesterday was Thursday, so
Man,
I'm here,
you
but
hear me?
am I here?
Hey, and Thursday I always felt like it should have been Friday to me sometimes. What's up, Penelope?
Right.
Yeah, it always felt like it should have been Friday. You like, man, it's Thursday? Mm. Felt like a Friday to me. Feel like a Friday to me. But I was like, I don't know. When I put my grandmama up, sometimes I get in rare form. So sorry you had to meet me that way. She don't play.
Why are you apologizing for that? That's special.
That lady right there come through, boy. She come through me, and I be like, Sometimes I be like overjoyed or overwhelmed with it to the point it's like, darn, she ain't never leave me. She never left me. As much as you be feeling like you get that kind of sad feeling when somebody pass away. You like, darn, I ain't gonna see this person no more. But man, I feel her all the time, especially in my highlights.
Right.
She be right there, like, yeah, I see you, babe. And don't you cry. And I start crying. Shoot, I used to have
As soon
that
as you
so
hear it,
bad
you
as
start crying.
man. I used to, bro. I'm a cry baby for one. Like I be trying to tell people, as much as you see this hard exterior and all that stuff, like I dress and appear the way that I am. Thankful, I'm thankful to the ancestors for that. But I keep my attire and the way that I look on purpose because I recognize there's other young men and women who don't get the time of day to speak. You know what I'm saying? Just because of how they look. So if I can keep this
Right.
same attire and look and speak with confidence and also have something to add to the conversation, it'll make it better for them. So
For sure.
as much
So
as I
let me
would like
find
to cut my hair,
look off the
hmm,
don't cut it, but off the subject. Did we find out where we got our jacket from?
Bro, I still
Yes,
don't know.
yours.
I still don't. Look, I don't even
Our
I don't even remember who
jacket.
got it for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Oh,
sad, bro. It's sad. I've been Hold on, what it say?
gifts.
Confirming your account. One second, one second. Y'all can keep going. I hear you. What you was finna say? She don't play.
I said gifts are gifts.
Oh yeah, it was a lovely gift. When I seen that tag for 150, I sure kept that. Uh-huh.
Hey, hey,
What's up
everybody.
with
Thanks
it?
for having me.
Man, glad to have you. Glad to have you. What's the time in your life that you felt like, you wasn't being yourself, and what's the reason why? If you got any. What's up, Pre?
Man, oh my God. Y'all already answered this one? I could go?
Yeah. Yeah, you can go.
Go, Ruthie.
Okay, well, I'm Ruthie. I'm from LA.
Nice to
My
meet you.
content is all about like childhood trauma.
Oh, right in the right place to
So,
be. You in the place to
yeah,
be.
growing up in my house, there was a lot of like, abuse, with narcotics and, it was the dope game back in the 90s.
Right.
And I never was
ATL.
allowed to fully be myself.
Mm-hmm.
I had to accept adults hitting me, yelling at me, cursing me out.
Right.
And the moment I turned like 17 or 18, I finally found my voice.
Okay.
And so, yeah, like I went years feeling like I couldn't speak up for myself.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful that you was able to eloquently say that, because a lot of people, you start asking questions like that, they can't remember. They're like, hold on, when did I come out of my shell? I know for me, even when people ask me today, I can pinpoint a few instances, but the list goes on for real. Like, I've been slowly peeling back them layers for a while now. Now the good question would be, when did I start, shielding myself from the world? When did I stop acting, as myself? You know what I'm saying? Because I would say for me, it was mostly when I started recognizing. Now looking in hindsight, I can say it a different way, but as a kid, I looked at it as though my mother's struggles became my struggles, to the point, being so immature, I couldn't understand what she was trying to show me. So I took it to heart the wrong way. I took the fact that my mother wasn't looking at me, with a affection in her eyes, or with warmth in her eyes like she looked at my sisters. I took it as though she didn't want me, or you know I wasn't one of her favorite people in the world, basically. And I essentially began to downsize myself. But I'm trying to remember exactly the first time she did that to me. But I would say it definitely was apparent once her and my father split up. And the first time she was just like, you look just like your dad." You know how most people be like, "Oh, he's handsome, da da da." It was, "You look just like your." I'm like, dang, hold on. Hey, treasure. And to me, I took that as a negative connotation. So even as I
Not
was
handsome
growing
like your
up,
daddy.
huh? What you
Not
say?
handsome like your daddy, but look like your daddy.
Yeah, so I ain't know how, you a
Yeah.
kid, you don't, like, when parents break up, you think it's your fault, you think everything your fault. So, I would encourage people who do have the opportunity to be around their kids every day, like, man, even if they look at you like you crazy, explain everything. Everything. Cause it's my stepfather, which I call my godfather. He used to give me lectures before he would, discipline me or whatever. Like, it'd be during the 2 hours. To the point I knew why I'm about to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Front to back. And there wasn't no denying it. And I knew what to do better next time. You know, so I would tell parents that think your kids don't understand, like, nah, explain it to them. They don't understand because you're not making it make sense. Or you're not explaining it to them.
I have a teenager, and that's one of the generational curses that I broke. I do not punish my child for questioning me. If I tell her to do something and she asks me why, I'm going to explain it to
You
her.
there? Or is that on?
Oh, I think that was
Oh.
you. Can you guys still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was just saying, like, I explained to my kid
Yeah, that
why.
was on my end. I hear you.
Yeah. And so I never hit her with the whole because
That's
I told you so, because I said so, because I'm an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even I look at it like this: if you get arrested, even the law has to tell you why you're getting arrested. So it never made sense
Come
to me
on
as a
now.
parent. I'm going to yell at you, chastise you, beat you for it, punish you for it, but not explain to you what you did wrong and how to correct your behavior, and then be mad when my kid keeps making the same mistakes over and over again. That's wild to me.
Right.
So I don't do that.
And wouldn't that be wouldn't that be a form of belittling too? When you
It's
just
emotional abuse.
yeah. Cause I feel like that's belittling to a
This.
person to just be like, do what I say, and you don't even know why you doing it. To the point when I got to school, I was like, make it make sense. I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you ain't my mama. I'm probably gonna get in trouble when I get home anyway. So, if you can make it make sense, I'll do this work. And okay, sir, we see you. And the first time, I had a teacher that took the time to explain to me my grades was off the chart. But now I can't say it was the same that next year. Cause I had another teacher that, didn't care, to explain it to me. But it just let me know now as an adult, like if you can explain stuff to people, like for one, if we so intelligent, you should be able to break it down to where a little person can understand without feeling belittled. Like I'm just your slave. I gotta do what you say.
Right.
Like that ain't cool.
I agree.
To explain it to like the
I mean,
little ones and
kids are humans, so they deserve.
Respect.
to, yes, they do. And to explain it to a little one, you have to show them the same respect, just like the golden rule. You have to respect others and do unto others as you would want done to you.
Big
So
facts.
if you don't want to feel like sad all the time, then change your vibration, change your frequency to be a higher frequency to where you're showing positivity and you're showing love and caring, and
That's
because
a good transition right there.
even tough love nowadays is still negativity, because if you look at it, they're pushing you instead of helping you, and you to succeed in life you have to love every inch of yourself and everybody else.
Big facts.
Amen.
And that's what you finna say. She don't play.
Oh, just amen. Hallelujah.
I make sure I won't cut nobody off. Hallelujah. That was a great transition because when you get to talking about vibrations, okay, for me this week, what my ancestors been dealing with me on is, okay, I know about vibrations, right? But now I gotta tap back into, like Sis was saying, with the shadow workers children. Hopefully she pop back up. Hope she didn't get kicked off. But recognize the things that you did as a kid. Like if you can't think of nothing as an adult that makes you happy, because for a lot of us it's been stressful. You know what I'm saying? So we've been living in the conformity or the comfortability of being in a high stress situation. You feel me? Mary, how you doing? It's been a minute. In a high stress situation to the point we think that's just how we supposed to be as adults. We supposed to be always serious, don't know how to change our vibration. We just, hey, everything is serious. I gotta keep this meme mug or this scrawl on my face. Like you can't tap into the vibration you had when you was a kid. Like if it's as simple as, hey, go get you a coloring book. That used to make you happy as a kid. Find that happiness again. Like it might not be something you able to show the world and be like, hey, I'm the greatest colorer in the world, but it's something that makes you happy. That's why it's about you. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Like, and I had to learn that because I thought, playing sports and, I thought that was everything. But I had to realize I was only playing sports because for one, it was something that my mother and father was into. You feel me? And I felt like, okay, they happy now when they see me doing this. This how I get my smiles. You feel me? But as they separated, right? I remember making my grandmother a promise that as long as she here, I'm gonna make it one day to be on her TV, where she can watch me, cause she used to watch all the sports on TV. You feel me? And so I'm like, I'm gonna be on there for you, grandma. You gonna be able to know somebody on there one day. But she passed away my junior year in high school, and I'll never forget. Like, it was the middle of my football season, and shoot, it took everything out of me to play my senior year, because I only did it because my pops always told me, if you start something, you gotta finish it. And then I had a whole bunch of friends that wanted me to play that next year, so I'm like, I can't let my teammates down. But I'm saying all that to say,
Yeah, but what about you?
you hear me? I'm saying all that to say, what I found out over time was all the things that I thought I was doing that made me happy, I was really doing things. Some of them things was really to make other people happy. But the things that made me happy was like, my quiet time, the things that I did to myself. And that's why I'm trying to, get to this point of letting, everybody that can hear me know, like, I know it's a lot of things that you do with other people that make you happy. But in order for you to truly be happy with yourself and anybody else, you got to tap into them things that make. Phone was ringing. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Mm.
All right, my bad. My phone ringing. It's probably gonna ring again in a minute. Uh, but what I was
But
trying
the
to say
like
was, it's
I'm
not.
about to say,
What you say?
if that baby calls for reading time, we hanging up.
You already know. I'm finna look. I gotta get another phone. She finna start being a part of my show. She finna start being a part of my show when she.
As she should.
hello.
I think it's ringing.
Ah. Well, it was so I wrote a song. I'm a songwriter,
Mm-hmm.
so like I like to sing, and
Oh,
that's one thing that makes me happy a lot is music. And that's what
awesome.
I wanted to do as a kid. Like what he was saying, like he was forced into sports and everything, and it wasn't something that he wanted to do. It was something his parents wanted him to do. I was the same way. My parents wanted me to do sports, but I was also adopted, so like
Right.
I was always put down and told I was going to be the addict that my mom was, and that just spread negative vibrations all throughout my childhood. And I had to find a way to love me again. And I was this happy. I was the happiest go lucky kid there was on the planet. Like I was the person walking around like, ooh, pretty flowers, pretty lights, like, like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
chilling, and fireflies and all that. And then my mom started getting like, I don't know, it's conceited, jealous, something. And it was just like, everybody says it's tough love. I'm like, no, that was like mental abuse for me. Because
Exactly.
because you don't tell somebody that, and especially when they're 6 years old, you don't sit there and tell a doctor that they were sexually abused or something, and they don't remember that, and then say it's their mom. And like on my mama, like my mom grew up in a tough time. She would never lay a hand on a child. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like I loved my mom, and she would always put my mom down in front of me, and I'm like, just because she's gone through stuff doesn't make her a bad person, cuz she is the sweetest lady ever. Like, I mean, sweetest lady.
I'm telling you, look, when you get into the psychology of people being like addicted, or the pathology, you know what I'm saying?
Abusing.
You feel me? It's because other people be abusing them, like, and it be some of the sweetest people. Like when you get to the beginning, like, let's be for real. Some of the first addicts of the so called stuff we see people addicted to today, they was kids.
You can't give none of that type of stuff to no 34-year-old that and it's their first time. They not finna take that. You feel me? So here it is,
Right.
people
Right.
take advantage of kids. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, big
Yeah.
pharma selling drugs to kids.
So, and you know how we thought as kids, like, this ain't, huh? Man, my darn signal is trash. Okay.
But
Uh,
like big pharma was a big part of that. Like selling medication is a corporality, and it's corporate America because you have 13 families, 13 colonizations that came over, and they're the 13 families that rule all the money in the world. And it's crazy to look at stuff like that and see the world for a different view. But like, it's just like they're what they put into the world is what the universe puts out. Like the universe you put something into the universe, it comes out. You know what I mean?
big old facts. Big old, big old, big old facts. Man, we done went all around the block in 30 minutes. I told people when they come over, you gotta put your seatbelt on, cause you never know we might pull up here. You never know.
Right.
But we went back to our childhood home today. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Shit. Had to let them people know. Little Mandy is now Big Mandy. You feel me? Little Red now Big Red. Shoot, Little Doll is now Big Doll. Little, what's it? She Don't Play is now Big She Don't Play. Little C is now Big C. And we over here raising our frequency. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yep.
feel the more we come around conversations such as this, it raises our frequency. Like,
Mhm.
people don't understand. You can't just keep on staying in the same circles and thinking you're gonna grow from that. You're not.
Because that's life in its insanity. Life keeps repeating.
Yeah, yeah. And what's so funny is once you really understand this, once we really understand this life, we're constantly repeating stuff. So you mad about something you already done countless times again and again
Hmm.
and again. You feel me? To the point it's like, bro, you was tripping about a whole bunch of nothing. So why is you stressing again?
Right. And then you're like, wait, take a chill pill. Just like, hold up. Go.
And then
Trust.
you be like you was talking about I enjoy the butterflies and the fireflies because then you can understand how life comes to you. You feel me? Like if you ain't never had a butterfly land on you, like you not living yet. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
different vibration. You know what I'm saying?
Right. If you haven't had a butterfly or a ladybug or like a deer, like I had two deer when I was younger. I had two deer come up and walk up straight up to me, and you know how deer are skittish and stuff,
Yeah,
but they
yeah.
walked straight up to me, and it was like a scene out of a movie. I was like, oh my gosh.
Dude, I was in North Carolina helping. I believe you because look, I was in North Carolina helping my friend clean up a building because he got a cleaning company or whatever. And once we got through, I went outside and was just singing. I just felt like singing, right? And as I'm singing, something tell me, just walk to the right. So I walked to the right, and it's two deers coming around the building like they been listening to me or something. I said, what? Because they heard me. So why would they
Mhm.
keep walking in my direction like we met at the corner almost?
Mhm.
I said, this is crazy. And they was like they was coming out of the woods. So it's like they ain't had no reason to just come over there.
They felt your genuinity and
Mm-hmm.
your genuineness and your like I don't know how to say it. Uh, I'm looking for a word, but I'm blanking. But it's okay.
Right, I get it. I get it. They felt that vibration and it was matching the nature they was in. You feel me? So they like, shoot, they probably ain't feel no change. Like, shoot, I'm just going over here to this other nature that, cause they say animals see like colors too, right? As far as, excuse me, energy fields. Like, You know how the birds know? They say the birds know they going south, not because they got a darn directional path in their hand. You feel me? A navigator.
Mm-hmm.
They see color fields. You feel me? So they in certain directions based on the colors that they seeing at a certain time. So I'm like, darn, maybe they were seeing a certain vibration, and they just kept on coming. I was like, shit, fine by me, fine by me.
You know
Cause it,
what's even
huh?
so I wrote a song. I'm a singer songwriter, but I wrote a
That's
song
up.
that goes well with this topic. It's kind of interesting. I
Mm-hmm.
don't have it finished yet, but it goes, brothers and sisters, do you feel me? This world is hella crazy. Mothers, do you feel the bloodshed on our streets? Something like that. But I
Oh
had it
yeah, you
written
getting
down.
it? Dude,
Yeah.
I love to hear the whole thing. I
But
would love to hear the whole thing. You're what's up, Mimi?
fly away into the night. All you wanted to do was get high. But you can't live life like that. So give fate a try. And then it goes into a rap, but I can't rap right now, and I can't really sing right now because my voice is.
I like it. I like it though. It's a nice concept too.
Thank you.
It definitely fit what we've been talking about though. Definitely. Yeah, we might have to collab on that joint.
All right.
I'm glad we had this conversation though, cause I'm definitely feeling lighter right now. I'm ready to get on the phone with the chillin'. Cause my daughter got a she been reading me this book, and so she just been doing a chapter a night. So I know she about ready to go on and read this book to me. She done called me like 4 times already. So it
well,
was, huh?
well, you have an amazing night, and
Likewise.
cause and love those babies, cause they are the children of the future.
You already know. That's why I gotta make time for them. But I appreciate you encouraging me and reminding me. Okay. And I sent you a follow, so feel free to pop up anytime. Shoot me a message. Any of that.
All
She don't play. She back. Hold on. Let's see what she talking about. Did she? Yeah, she sent the thing. What's up, Miss Lady? I was just finna go read for a second. What you up to?
Go read. Go read. I just wanted to know what happened.
That's what I was wondering, cause man, a few people done got knocked down on this thing. I was wondering what happened to you.
I don't never want to be one of them. I'm from Oakland, so those that terminology hits different.
Oh, my bad, love. My bad, love. I ain't know
It's
you was
all
from.
good.
I ain't know you was from the Yay area.
The yay.
I ain't know you was from the Yay area. One of my
Yes.
favorite places in the world that I never been, but I love the people here and
Well,
how they
you guys look.
represent.
You got you a
Huh?
sister that's from there. It's nothing.
So what you say?
I said you got you a sis from there. It's nothing. Let me know when you
Oh,
want to
okay,
go.
yeah, we pulling up then, cause I like to come respectfully. You feel me? I can't just pull up on nobody.
Absolutely correct.
We don't do disrespect, and I ain't trying to come out that way. Your first impression, everything.
The
First
show
impression,
is, especially if
everything.
they gonna be asking, "Is that your brother? You show?"
You already know. You already know. What's his auntie name? They gonna be asking, who is mama? Who is mama? I'm
Right.
like, dang. And then people always get me with this though. I know somebody look just like you. Like people, man.
Look, shut up. You don't know me.
Bro, I be going with it until I figure out it's on some nonsense. You feel me? Like I don't be trying to get no extra perks or nothing, but like when I was up in Cleveland,
Oh, that's smart. That's smart. I got. I'm gonna have to try that. I gotta try that.
I'd be like, "What's up? Shoot, yeah, it's been a minute." Gee, I walked to the car, I'm like,
Right.
"Who the hell is that?"
Look, talking about yeah. What's your name again?
You feel me? And I don't want to do that. Yeah, what's your name again? Because then they really gonna be like, "Oh, you." I thought you said this. I'm trying to see what they gonna say next. What's up with it, Libra?
Right.
I'm trying to see what they gonna say next. Like, but one
Then you
time,
got the whole earful.
bro, one time this dude said, he said, "Oh, you thought you weren't gonna see me again?" I said, "Hey, bro, I
Wrong
ain't really."
person.
I said, nah, bro. I'm from Tennessee. Like, nah.
Are you really though?
Yeah, I'm from Tennessee for real. But
I just left from out there from Memphis. I hate
that's
it.
I'm right. I'm in South Haven. They keep telling me I'm in Memphis, but to me it's the
You
top of
are.
Mississippi. Shit.
Look, I sure wish that we had tapped in because I hate it. It's boring.
Oh man. Well, you wouldn't like me because I'm beside from good conversation, I'm boring too. I don't be in the way. I stay out
It's
the
better
way.
than talking to myself all the
I'm
time.
I mean, yeah, I'm a vibe. Don't get that twisted. I'm a vibe, but I thought you was talking about like going out and stuff because
Oh no no no.
man, these people tripping. I'm off work. I don't feel like talking about no work. Don't talk to me. Shit. They ever time, but even though they trying to make sure I get all my money, let me chill out. But
Look, that's
I'm
what they
off
tell
work.
me all the time. Chill out.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying, but I'm naturally
Trying no
warm
work.
blooded. I'm naturally warm blooded. I think they say Kesey. What's up with a Kesey? I sent you a follow, Miss Lady. But yeah, man, I don't be tripping on them people acting like they know me. Cause sometimes they do be knowing me. Like, shoot,
Oh, you just don't know them.
I be knocking on people doors, right, for a living, right. And now it's kind of different because I had one person come up to me and was like while I was knocking on somebody else's door, they came up to me telling me, "What up, go?" I said, looked around. I said, "Ain't nobody right there." So then I turned back. I'm like, "What'd you say?" He said, "What up, gold?" And as he's saying that, he walking up to me, showing me his phone, and I'm like, "Oh, this is crazy." He said, "Man, hey, bro, I got you, bro. You can't be knocking on no doors on this street. I got you. I'm gonna take care of you." This man go knock on
Thank
all the doors on the street, get all the people out for me, so I can do what I need to do. I ain't even have to really do nothing for real. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the
That's a
hardest part
blessing.
is talking to people. You feel me?
Getting them to listen. No, getting them to listen.
Yeah, getting them to listen. You right, getting them to listen.
Yeah.
Because they be quick to shut the door right back when they see, man, I can shut the door. You ain't the police. I can shut the door. Yo. So it was cool in the mud. I was like, bro, this is crazy. So people know me down here in Mississippi, even though I don't quite know them just yet. But they know
Yeah,
me.
because that's only like 5 minutes away. It's South Haven and Memphis is right there, right next door.
But you know, I'm from Nashville though. Memphis is wilder than us. Shout out to to our big cousins in Memphis, but they wilder than us. We more
Yeah, yeah. There's definitely country there.
Yeah, Nashville, we more proper, you feel me? We more proper.
Yes, I've seen. I'm like, that's where I want to be.
We about
Between Memphis and Nashville, take me to Nashville. Look, there's literally nothing for kids to do.
oh no. It ain't safe. It ain't safe for real.
Like
It ain't
I
safe
said,
for real in
my
Memphis.
mom lives there, so we spent the summer, and it's like,
Yeah,
what we gonna do?
Memphis is tough, man. And it's sad what the politics have done to that place, but it's also karma. Um,
Yeah,
Not necessarily for the people, but for some people that did some messed up stuff there. Um, Like when you start looking at some of their monuments, it's some messed up history over there, boy.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
I'm like,
You know, I
get
had to go down. I had to go down airways to check out.
man, bro. Man, rest in peace to the big flipper.
Man,
The big flipper, bro. But
I
you
wanted to go
know,
in there and roll my eyes.
man, bro, you know the story of our lives be like even not to say he on the same level, but even with the takeoff thing, you know, sometimes good people stay around some messed up situations too long, man. And we
That
all
is
done been
absolutely
guilty of it.
correct.
But we just gotta be grateful. You know, God ain't make us somebody else's lesson. 'Cause that's basically what you looking at, you know. Somebody who done became, you know, a lesson for us all. For
Yeah, that's what life is.
real.
A
Well,
big old lesson.
big lesson. I'm enjoying mine though.
I'm still
I'm
learning that.
learning to enjoy it. Yeah, I'm learning to
Good
enjoy
for
it. Let me
you.
say it
I'm
right.
trying.
I mean, you know, as I would say, I be thugging, you know. I take my punches with the best of them. You doing all right there. That's what it is though.
Sh-
But yeah,
Look,
that's
at almost 44, these lessons still hard. They get harder and harder. And I'm like, y'all
man,
want me to
especially
fail,
when it's
don't you?
cold out. Especially when you get hit in the cold, that shit works, dude. Let somebody hit you while it's cold outside, boy. That shit hit
Yeah.
different.
Oh yeah. It
Hit
hits
different.
real. That's when
Look,
everything
I know
becomes
you didn't
real.
just do that. Come
Phone going in and out.
on. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I said you gonna have to come my direction because I ain't gonna leave California if I come to California.
Yes, you would. Look, because I live in Nevada.
Shit, I've been trying to get to California since I was a kid. Shit, they gonna have to kick me out.
Look, well, you deserve to go.
Huh?
You deserve to go.
What you say?
You deserve to go.
Man, I hope so. I hope Mama Khalifa let me in. Shit, let
You
me
gotta do is
in
ask
now.
correctly.
Let her know I'm one of her faithful warriors.
The cold part is that's my brother's mother's name.
Khalifa,
Hmm.
I think that's a beautiful name too. What's up with a
It
guy?
is.
I was just thinking about it. I said, man, he gonna come out his door. You can't run the corner. You doing all right? Yeah, I can't help it. They be seeing me and they be speaking.
What's wrong with it?
I be feeling like the
That's what
president
you're
sometimes.
supposed to do.
Oh yeah, yeah. I wasn't raised to be rude. Not at all. I'm trying to think
In
of how I'm gonna talk
California,
to my daughter because she had on some little bit ass shorts when she called me. I'm gonna talk to her about this shit.
was she in the house?
Yeah, but it's the principle. She got a stepdaddy now. Hey, girl, you want to chill out. And not to say he don't know, you know what I'm saying, but it's, you know, me being a good
Still don't put
father, it's certain times I need to tell you certain things that you might not be thinking about.
right.
So,
My daddy raised me, so I know all about it.
look, the other day, she showed me her bracelets, right? But on her other
Hmm.
arm, she had something she done wrote on her arm, you know, but it was so reminiscent of something I did in middle school. You feel me? Like around the time the
Right.
Hot Boys came out, you know, they had the
Hmm.
tattoos on their forearms and stuff. So I didn't
Right.
do all that, but I put mine on my inner forearm. You know what I'm saying? And I had came up with a little rap group for me and my homies because we start always freestyle anyway. So I just show you how innocent it was. It was called the Southville Ballers. You know what I'm saying? So
Not the Southville.
you feel me? Because we was from out south. You know what I'm saying? So really, I was from all over Nashville. I done lived everywhere except West Nashville for real. But my grandmama, her house was in East Nashville, but I found out she used to stay in the projects in South Nashville before she came up. You know what I'm saying? So I did that or whatever. My homeboys see it in the hallway. I'm like, man, yeah, that's hard. They like, man, do mine, do mine. I'm still not knowing nothing about no gangs or none of that. Cause my mom take me away from everything. You feel me? Um, she ain't smoke or drink when I came along. You feel me? So I ain't know nothing. Long story short, I draw it for my friend who I did have class with the next period. We come back in the hallway. Everybody got them on their arms. They done drew them on their own arms in class. You feel me?
Oh
So
wow.
now, mind you, they bust. So it's about at this point, as far as my friend group go, I had at least over 30 homeboys. So
Hmm.
of course they like, oh, this a gang. You know what I'm saying? I still don't know what a gang is until they call my mama, but my mama couldn't come because she was at work. I guess she don't use all her days or whatever. So they had to call my daddy.
Hmm.
My daddy come, principal tell him, man, look, your son gonna have to go home. He can't come back. Cause we fear if something happened to him, you know, it might risk the safety of everybody at the school. Now, mind you, I had missed school the day before. So he had to wait,
Hmm.
the principal had to wait till I came back to have this meeting with my dad. And the day before, two of my younger homeboys, they done jumped this one dude who was talking crazy about me.
Hmm.
Unbeknownst to me. I don't know nothing. They tell me when
Right.
I come back to school the next day, but right around they telling me I get called to the principal's office. And that's the whole little situation happened. Speed back to when my daddy come in. He tell my daddy he felt like he said, I feel like your son is the leader of a gang. Cause my dad was like, what you mean something gonna happen to the rest of the students or something happened to him? So my dad like, man, my son don't even he look at me, I look at him like, what did he just say? And so my dad like, man, my son don't even know what that is. You feel me? So I'm gonna tell you like this. You ain't nothing but a drunk. My daughter went to your school. I know about you. Quit playing with my
Ooh.
son, bro. Quit playing with my son. And he gonna be back tomorrow.
Right. Ain't no
I went back to
suspension.
school the next day. No problems. No problems. Next time I
So he
got in
got some.
trouble, cause yeah, that dude that was talking crazy, he got a big brother. So his big brother wanted to try to step to me in the hallway. Um, I tried to tell him like, bro, your bruh, he was in violation because he's sitting over here trying to bully somebody. And that's my friend, and he got a heart problem. He can't even fight, bro. So what is he doing?
Right.
So he gonna have to address me. Like what? So he like, man, whatever. He caught himself gonna move past me and throw his shoulder on me. You feel me? When he threw his shoulder, I threw mine back. Like, bah. He like, what the
But
fuck?
knock
At
that
that
thing
point,
off.
yeah, like let's go. Fuck you mean? He like, man, what? So while he doing all that, trying to show out and shit, two of my homegirls done came up and pushed me in the room, like trying to keep me from getting in trouble. And so I'm like, man, what y'all doing, bro?
Hey,
Mind
they
you,
were smart.
they pushed me in a room full of chairs though. So it wasn't too smart. I started thinking, it was like, I grab a chair. I used to watch wrestling. So I
Hmm.
grab a chair. See, everybody moved like I was Moses parting the Red Sea.
Hmm. Excuse me.
Only person I could see.
Now you know your phone was wrong.
To me before it get too late. That being said, you know how I play it. I love you as myself. I, I love you as myself. I, I believe it. It's always some boo when we getting lit. I believe it. It's always some boo when we getting lit. I believe it. It's always some boo when we getting lit. Here go my, you on IG? Here go my, you on IG? Here go my IG. Reach out to me. Here go my IG. Reach out to me. Here go my IG. Reach out to me. I'ma inbox you. So we can link on this Bay trip. I'ma inbox you. So we can link on this Bay trip. Going to the Bay cause she don't play. She don't play. Going to the Bay cause she don't play. She don't play. Hey, she don't play. She don't play. Hey, going play. Hey, she don't play. She don't play. Hey, going play. Hey, she don't play. She don't play. Hey, going to the Bay. Like, hey, to the Bay. Like, hey. But yeah, with that being said, hey. But yeah, with that being said, hey. But yeah, with that being said, you know how I play it. I love you as myself, and it ain't nothing you get. You know how I play it. I love you as myself, and it ain't nothing you get. You know how I play it. I love you as myself, and it ain't nothing you can do about it, as we are one. And I'm so do about it, as we are one. And I'm so glad we in connection. Kinfo, let me see what they talking about. I'm glad we in connection. Kinfo, let me see what they talking about. I'm glad we in connection. Kinfo, let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair, come here. See what they talking about. Pull up a chair, come here. Come over here to the round table where we break it all down. Say. Come over here to the round table where we break it all down. Say. Come over here to the round table where we break it all down. Say. What? We just